So, today during the stream, we're going to be looking at Project Multi's regional beta testing and beyond. So, what this is basically a newsletter, really. That's all it really is. We're just going to be taking a look at it today. So, let's get into it. Original intent. Project Multi was designed to provide the experience for freely controlling your beloved Dragon Ball characters wherever, with whomever, and whenever. Though the franchise's first team-focused multi-game, specifically, we aim to create a game where a fun, competitive competition could be played between most any player, even with a bit of gap between their skill. Deep understanding of the game and practice will serve you well, especially if you're playing Zamasu. Zamasu is insane. But swaying game elements will ensure that each round will play out differently from the last. All of that in roughly 10 minutes for a satisfying experience without overstaying our welcome. The regional beta's purpose was to ensure that above values could be properly felt and as other fidelities including but not limited to network stress and in-game balancing. With that in mind, our conclusion for the 2 weeks test are as follows. So, let's get into that. The positives. High interest in future hero characters. Yes. Very, very nice. We are very excited to see more characters being introduced into this game, which I really want and can't wait to see who else they include because Cooler is a part of the starting roster. So, that opens the gate for movie bosses already. Next, general rules are not too confusing and easy to get into. Yes, especially, it's just very basic gameplay. Easy to get into, easy to get out of. What am I saying? I don't know, but it's an easy, very fun game to play. Ease of control, of course. Network latency was not determinal to overall experience. Sometimes it could be. Occasionally, a little lag spike here and there and then I die, but overall, it's completely fine. Other than that, like 1 or 2 times, completely fine. Isometric views did not diminish the value of the world of Dragon Ball. The fuck does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. General aesthetics are in tune with fan expectations. Graphics looked amazing. That's all I gotta say. Very nice. Very cool mid-scene cutscenes where you're invincible and finishing off your opponent. Very nice. Demand for cosmetics items exceeded expectations. Yes, cosmetic items were very hard to get, and I really wanted them. Kind of annoying, not gonna lie, because you had to use gems and you didn't really get the paid ones very easily, and you can only get rares and legendary gear or cosmetics through the paid ones. Very annoying, very tedious. Negatives. Certain game systems felt unrewarding. Really? I don't think it was the buffs. It might have been the buffs. I don't know. Because leveling up felt very rewarding. Killing 16 and all the other ones felt very rewarding as well. So that's weird. Specific character roles, tanks, outperformed others to an extreme degree. Yes, tanks were broken. If you played Zamasu or Vegeta, you were sitting there, clear as day, just sitting here. I am stronger than you! No one was outshining you in any way. Especially if you played Zamasu. Slightly confusing UI. Not really. To me, well, I played on PC, so to me the UI was like perfectly fine. But to playing on mobile, I could definitely see it. Make it different for mobile, for PC, it was perfectly fine. Friend/party system bug. I did run into a couple. Whenever my friend disconnected, he didn't leave the party. That one was a bit weird, but yeah. Other than that, I don't think there was any other bugs. Lacking mobile herald interface. Yep, that's a big one. I could definitely see it being tailored to only Steam. Mobile, I didn't play it on mobile, but I can understand why people would think that it wasn't. It wasn't it. Was not it. Why can you only see the top of my face? Crashes and high temperature hardware on mobile. Yes, my friend Darkin. Darkin complained about this specifically. His phone was getting hot after like 2 games. 2 games, we couldn't play the game anymore. His phone was getting too hot and his battery has been drained. So yes. Too many bots. Um, yeah, there were definitely a lot of bots on my team. Opponents, some opponents were bots, I could definitely tell. But like when you got higher in ranking, you they kind of went away, but you could still tell that like some of them were bots because they were just running straight past you, like they were not regarding anything. And then not enough difference between rounds to warrant long-term replayability. I could see that. I can understand that. Yeah, because the main replayability for it is just you're going in, you're playing as your favorite character, and like for tank, you only had Zamasu. Zamasu was given to you for free, or as limited time free, and then Vegeta you had to pay for, and Cooler you had to pay for. So there was no real like replayability. Just like I don't know, I don't know how to word it, but yeah, I can understand just like because I haven't played Pokemon Unite. I don't really know. Hmm. Our intention is to further strengthen the positives and to solve the negatives, to provide the experience we've originally envisioned. At the same time, we hope to keep expectations on what's to come at launch at realistic level, so as to not cause any disappointment. Yes, that is what I love. They are communicating with us, they are talking to us. That is what we need from a game like this. Something that Dragon Ball Breakers does not have, and why it crashed and burned, basically. Yes. Now then, major changes. Before moving on, please note that not all of our changes and fixes are set in stone yet. Discussions and planning are still being made and detailed of our plans will be expanded on in the future months through our official channels. With that, we have some major changes and directions on the future of Project Multi. Great Ape, matchmaking, hero characters, and game rules. Okay. Great Ape, an original objective. Well, hold on first. Great Ape. I know Great Ape was very annoying to deal with. Whenever it came up, everybody ran to it. And it was a matter of who got the last hit. That is the most annoying thing. Because you don't know who's going to get the last hit. Unless you're keeping your enemy team far away from it. You have no clue who's going to get the last hit because it's up in the air at that point. It should be whoever does the most damage, honestly. That's just me. An original objective was to up the ante to accelerate the game and provide a chance for either team to win. Both objectives were accomplished, but the latter came at the detriment for the majority of players, as was our original design philosophy. The Great Ape will still maintain its function to encourage a climactic end of the round, but the boon it provided to its defeaters will removed entirely. What does that mean? Does that mean you don't get double Zennies? I'm guessing that means you don't get double Zenos. Wait, but what's the point of the Great Ape then? If you don't get double Zenos, how do you get double Zenos then? You won't be able to. Unless Zeno just does double damage and your opponent gets to keep their Zenos. Huh. Okay. Matchmaking. In order to pleasantly continue playing multiplayer games, it is essential to shorten the matchmaking and loading time as much as possible. Let us admit that we overdid the tuning for this during the beta test, focusing the game client to instantly give up when looking for other players to match. This is simply our mistake, and although bots will not disappear entirely, matchmaking in general will be made better by launch. That'll be very nice. Bots, I wish, could disappear entirely, because every time I got a bot, like 2 bots on my team, we just lost the game. We lost the game terribly. That's about it, honestly. Hero characters. To provide a chance for every one of our hero characters to shine, we will be making frequent balance changes to whether they directly or indirectly change how a specific hero behaves. One key point we hope players will understand with this is that not every character will perform perfectly in the same meta environment. Oh, they're talking about meta. Okay. Huh. There will always be a certain hero outperforming another in different scenarios, and we feel that's what will make the game fun and engaging. Our aim is to shift the spotlight from time to time onto different heroes to incentivize a variety of gameplay. That is not to say our beta test environment was perfect. Yeah, the beta obviously it wasn't perfect. It was a beta test. On the note of hero characters, the shop level and hero coins are planned to be removed. Thank God! Oh my God, it was so annoying collecting the stupid shop level so I could get the characters because I couldn't showcase all the fucking characters. I only played Zamasu! Okay. Rewards would be, fucking hell. Instead, hero acquisition will be consolidated into the collection level rewards with a curated order of heroes available. As heroes are added, additional level rewards will be implemented for players to acquire them from. For those of you who may be worried about the heroes in the farther ladders of the collection level, rewards may be provided unfair advantages. We assure you that every hero will have its strengths and weaknesses. What? So does that mean that, like, hey, your first hero's gonna be broken, but, like, if you keep... what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Huh. Okay. Number 4, game rules. Although the specifics are still on the drawing board, we have plans to implement a system of randomness to sway the outcome of a match to provide a certain degree of unpredictability. We do not wish for players to consistently be forced to perform optimally in the same fashion over and over again, just like how I played Zamasu over and over again. Nor do we want for players to feel their accomplishments and team fights to feel insignificant to the outcome of the round. Just like how it wasn't enough for 2 bots and 2 actual players to face against 4 real players. It was never enough. We understand that the Great Ape was not optimal in that matter. Regardless, additional rules and tweaks are being worked on, and they will be disclosed in the coming months. Okay. So yeah, just addressing that, like, if you're getting washed, don't worry. That's basically what they said. Conclusion. Our priority remains to provide long-term fun for all the fans of Dragon Ball through Project Multi. Although many of the designs listed above may change at launch, which would make perfect sense, we will put our efforts to maintain transparency that our players will understand our intent behind gameplay changes. Furthermore, any feedback will be greatly appreciated to make a better overall experience. We look forward to seeing you all on the battlefield again. Project Multi, development team, and management team. Okay, so what does this mean basically? They are giving us a connection between player and developers. This is what we want. This is what we need. This is something that not a lot of games actually have. like Overwatch. And Project Unite, fucking Pokemon Unite. I don't know if they have this kind of relationship. I just don't know. But this is very good. Giving this type of update is very good coming from them. We don't know a release. Is there a release date? Hold on. $2025. So there is not really a actual release date, but 2025 is the year of Project Multi releasing. So this will be very good. Um, I can't wait for it to come out. I'm ready for it to come out. And yeah, wherever that leads us, it'll be fun. So yeah, that's about it. Later.